Today I'm very excited to talk to you about our all-new Model Year 22 Volkswagen Tiguan. This here to my right is the beautiful SEL R-Line. It is our top trim, and I'm going to use this car to talk you through some of the cool changes that we've made to this Model Year 22. So let's start it then in the front, where you'll see a completely refreshed new front end. Now keep in mind this is the SEL R-Line, so it does have a very aggressive R-Line bumper, and this basically cascades all the way around the car in a very beautiful, strong, muscular body kit. The front bumper you'll see looks very aggressive. It's got these beautiful piano black and chrome inserts. You'll also notice we've got brand new LED headlights with a very bold L-shaped signature, and the second L-shaped signature joins quite nicely between the two headlights with this very striking illuminated light bar. You'll also notice our new Volkswagen logo proudly displayed on the front, and then between the chrome stripes over here you'll also notice our new R-Line logo. So a really aggressive, sporty front end. Let's then shift our attention to the side and talk a little bit about what changes on the side. First thing you'll notice is a really strong, very large 20-inch alloy wheel. That R-Line logo in the front is once again repeated here on the flitzer, and you'll notice this R-Line body kit wraps the entire vehicle with a chrome strip that extends all the way through to the rear. All right, then let's take a look at the rear and some of the changes in the rear. Now you can see these standard LED tail lamps have been beautifully refined. As I mentioned, this is the R-Line, so we have a complete new bumper. You'll also notice these beautiful chrome inserts down at the bottom over here. You'll also notice a reflector that now extends right across the back of the rear bumper. Now this car is also on the rear got the new Volkswagen logo, and for the first time we proudly display that Tiguan nameplate right below the logo. Now I did mention that this car does have easy open, and quite simply what that means, with a key fob in your pocket, you arrive at the vehicle with a handful of groceries. All you do is you wave your foot underneath, take a step back, trunk opens up. You've got the ability then to drop all your goodies in the back of the trunk, and with a touch of the button you've got the ability to close that again. Very simple. The Tiguan is equipped with 37.6 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row in the all-wheel drive model. And once we drop the seats in that very same all-wheel drive model, that increases up to a whopping 73.5 cubic feet. Let's then jump inside. Let's talk about the interior of the new Tiguan. So there we are. We're in the front of the very spacious Tiguan cockpit. And before I talk about the interior, let's maybe talk a little bit about what's going on under the hood. So we continue that very successful recipe of the EA888 turbocharged direct injection 4-cylinder turbo engine. This engine delivers 184 horsepower, but more importantly 221 pound-foot of torque. And not only is the torque numbers very impressive, but I think the range at where we achieve that torque as low as 1600 RPMs means that you've got a very peppy drive and you've got a car that delivers great drivability. Now let's talk a little bit about the interior. I mentioned it was enhanced. You'll notice a whole bunch more stitching in the door trim panel, in the seats. You'll notice some beautiful piping on the edge of the seats, some more stitching on the center armrest. Just makes the car feel a little bit more sophisticated and premium. And that's really rounded out with these wood trim inserts that you can see both on the dashboard and on the doors. And you'll also notice this 15-color ambient lighting. And we've upgraded the seat palette to include a new cinnamon leatherette and a warm nut brown ventilated leather named Noisette. If we then focus ourselves on the driver's view, you can see this beautiful leather-wrapped, perforated R-Line sporty steering wheel. And this is also enhanced with these beautiful capacitive touch switches, which give you feedback very similar to an iPhone's home button. Last but not least, in front of the driver, you notice this 10-inch configurable digital cockpit, which can be configured for various different views. To my right, the 8-inch MIB infotainment system. This, as I said, is working with wireless app connect. So you can basically just dock your phone here on the wireless charger, and basically the wireless app connect system kicks in without the use of a cable. Last but not least, one of the really cool features of the all-new Tiguan is this digital HVAC system. This is a climatronic system which is extremely intuitive, basically works with the slide of a finger, very simple to use, very easy to use, and really enhances the look of the car from an interior perspective too. Last but not least, you'll notice the Fender speakers standard in the SEL R-Line. Let's then jump into the back of the car. Now this is really where the Tiguan knocks it out of the park. I sat in the front, I'm 6'5", I've moved into the rear, and you can still see I have ample legroom here. I have ample headroom too. So really, really spacious with one of the longest wheelbases in the segment. You'll also notice that some of those cool bits and pieces, the stitching, have also been transcended to the rear. You'll notice beautiful piping. You'll notice the door inserts with an enhanced stitching. And one of the cool features of the Tiguan 2 is that it has this movable second row, which can either give you a little bit more luggage space in the back or a little bit more legroom up front here. Last but not least, the car is equipped with air vents for the rear passengers and also has a USB-C charging point for those kids in the rear with devices. Let's then talk briefly about driver assistance features. And the new Volkswagen Tiguan is equipped with the IQ Drive suite of advanced driver assistant technologies. And these include forward collision warning with autonomous braking, active blind spot monitor, rear traffic alert, adaptive cruise control with the stop and go feature, lane assist, travel assist, and last but not least, emergency assist. We also have some other available driver assistant features on the Tiguan, which include high beam control, dynamic roadside display, front and rear park distance control, and park assist. The Tiguan transitions into the new model year with one less trim. The consolidation of the top two trims into one new SEL R-Line gives a very competitive offer at a great price. But let's maybe start at the bottom of the trim level with the S trim. Now the new S trim is equipped standard with heated cloth seats, LED headlights and taillights with new DRLs, a new 17-inch alloy wheel. It's also equipped with a Volkswagen digital cockpit and a beautiful 6.5-inch touchscreen with App Connect for compatible devices. Also standard in the vehicle, we have KESI keyless entry with push-button start, and available on the S trim, we have the IQ Drive suite of advanced driver assistance features. Now the SE takes all that standard content from the S and adds on top of that a new 18-inch alloy wheel, leatherette seats, a Climatronic touch HVAC system, a larger 8-inch MIB3 touchscreen infotainment, wireless App Connect and wireless charging for compatible devices, remote start, a power tailgate, an IQ Drive suite of advanced driver assistant features become standard on SE and up. Last but not least, we also make the large panoramic sunroof available as a package on the SE. Moving it along one trim, we have the SE R-Line Black, and added to the SE, we add new beautiful 19-inch black alloy wheels. We have beautiful black R-Line elements, a perforated sport steering wheel with capacitive touch buttons. We have 15 color ambient lighting. We've illuminated the door sills, and that large panoramic sunroof is now standard. Last but not least, we move it up to the top trim, the SEL R-Line, and on top of the SE R-Line Black, the SEL R-Line gains new 20-inch alloy wheels, and for the first time, ventilated Vienna leather seats. The car comes standard with a 10-inch fully configurable digital cockpit pro, navigation, that illuminated front LED light bar, heated steering wheel, a loud Fender premium audio system, park assist, easy open and easy close, dynamic road sign recognition, and last but not least, heated folding electric mirrors with memory function. And of course, all trims will be available with Volkswagen's 4Motion all-wheel drive system. Trailer hitch preparation for towing needs is also available, and Tiguan has the ability to tow up to 1,500 pounds. In summary, the Tiguan facelift successfully delivers in design, comfort, and value to power its continued success in the compact SUV market.